Dr. Anand Ranganathan, there's one other thing which is called political convenience. It's easy for the opposition. It's easy for the opposition to actually back what Zoran Mamdani does or says because everybody knows his views on the Prime Minister. So it suits the political convenience of the opposition. Also, enlighten us, Dr. Ranganathan, if Zoran Mamdani has spoken about the plight of Hindus persecuted in Bangladesh, he has spoken about the grooming gang in UK, and also I'm sure there are under trials in America as well.
Good evening, Swati, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Wishing all of you a very happy new year. Before I come to the thrust of the topic, and it's a very fascinating discussion, please allow me a couple of minutes on that topic. I just want to take 20 seconds to ask a very simple question to my very good friend and brother, Mr. Umair Junaidi, who's a very erudite scholar. He says religious identity has played a part in bail being denied to Umar Khalid. It's a very simple question. Does he also believe that religious identity played a part in Colonel Purohit being denied bail for 8 years and his case dragging on for 10 years? Yes or no, sir?
I'm here to debate on Umar Khalid, sir. Please ask me a question related to Umar Khalid and the Zoran Mamdani. I am not here to have the research all over here and serve you on a plate, sir.
Okay, fair enough. So, Swati, now you know what happens when hypocrisy is exposed. A Hindu is incarcerated without bail for 8 years. The case drags on for 10 years, and after that he is honorably discharged. Out here, Umar Khalid has not been acquitted. But there is, and not a whimper, not one complaint from anyone saying that it is the religious identity that is making sure Colonel Purohit rots in jail for 8 years without bail. Look at how Hindus are being discriminated. Look at how victim card is being played. Now let me come to the thrust of the issue. Look, I have a very different issue from, I dare say, a lot of other people. I don't believe in this interference in foreign affairs by other countries. I think if the other countries and their politicians or their leaders speak with facts, then I think whatever is happening around the world should be spoken about. For example, I would never stop an Indian politician from speaking about the fact that China has interned 1 million Muslims in concentration camps and is feeding them pork, is forcibly sterilizing them. Do you think I should not talk about that atrocity? It is another matter that stooges and politicians, and some of them my friends, Mr. Umar out here, would never castigate China or speak about that. That Zoran would never speak about the fact that China has interned 1 million Muslims in concentration camps. But because it matters of convenience for them, they speak about some other issue. But there also, I wouldn't have minded had he spoken about facts. The facts are that 6 times bail has been denied to Umar Khalid by courts. It is not that fascist Modi or BJP Modi government is denying him bail. 2, 3 times by the trial courts, twice by the High Court, and once by Supreme Court adjournment. Now, do you mean to say that the Indian courts are fascist? Number 2, it is a 3,000-page charge sheet, 33,000-page electronic evidence, 135-page court order. It is not that I have decided Umar Khalid will not get bail. It is after a reasoned, hearing, repeated hearing, that people have denied bail.
Right.
Judges have denied bail to Umar Khalid. How on earth is that being compared to fascism aa gaya, democracy hat gayi, let us talk about justice for people? This is the problem with people who carry an agenda.
Okay.
The first sentence itself exposes them. Now I dare say the other panelists are also worried. They were trying to use the same bogey of religious identity. I dare say after I brought Colonel Purohit's example in, Vivek Srivastava would not use that as
Vivek Srivastava.
No. Hold on. देखिए एक बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है. There is a big achievement of the Indian government, our systems, our processes. We have our own local Nelson Mandela in the making. आप hearing पे hearing, तारीख पे तारीख. What Sunny Deol said in a movie, it is happening over here. I would like to quote the Times of India. 5th of November 2025, the Times of India, which I respect as a newspaper, says there was a bench of Arvind Kumar and N.V. Ajnaria, and the people representing Mr. Umar Khalid were Kapil Sibal, Abhishek Manu Singhvi and Siddharth Dave. And what did they say? They said 55 times the hearing was postponed because the judges had health issues or they wanted to go on a judicial training. 59 times the hearing was postponed because the special public prosecutor was absent. I'm quoting your newspaper. And then for 14 months, 12 times the hearing was deferred by a particular judge. And finally the lawyers had to retract the case from the Supreme Court and refer it back to the district court. This is a human rights issue. It's not about the internal affairs of India. It is not about religious identity. It is about an Indian national. You hear him? The Delhi police.
The
takes
former
5 years.
CJI also spoke about. विवेक श्रीवास्तव फॉर्मर सीजीआई ने ये भी कहा कि 7 बार, अगर उससे ज्यादा नहीं तो कम से कम 7-8 बार जो काउंसिल रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे थे उमर खालिद को, उन्होंने एडजर्नमेंट सीक किया और उसके बाद बेल विड्रॉ कर ली गई। कम से कम 3 इंस्टेंसेस पे बेल विड्रॉ कर ली गई, लेकिन उसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं करेगा क्योंकि एक सेट एजेंडा और एक नैरेटिव है जिसके तहत ये पूरा मुद्दा उठाया जा रहा है।
Let me complete. रिट्रैक्ट तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट से भी किया ना, 14 महीनों में 12 बार हियरिंग ही नहीं हुई। And you have to retract from the Supreme Court and go back to the district court. ये क्या दिखाता है? It is not about being a Muslim. It is about being an Indian. No. It is not about internal affairs of India. It is
Then
about
what is it about?
human rights violation.
Internal affairs की बात नहीं है तो किसकी बात है? Internal affairs की बात नहीं है तो किसकी बात है? This is between Umar Khalid and the courts of this country that will decide.
गिल्टी बोले अगर गिल्टी
ये कोर्ट और उमर खालिद के बीच की बात है
आपने
और कोर्ट्स तय करेंगे कि क्या होगा इस मामले में।
क्या दिया? क्या वो गिल्टी है या नहीं? और अगर गिल्टी है तो उसकी सजा क्या है?
तो वो कोर्ट को डिसाइड करने दीजिए ना, वो कोर्ट को डिसाइड करने दीजिए ना, वो कोर्ट को डिसाइड करने दीजिए। कोर्ट डिसाइड करे उससे पहले ही एक पूरा नैरेटिव आपने चला दिया कि उसको फंसाया जा रहा है, उसको जानबूझ के अंदर रखा जा रहा है, उसको बेल नहीं दी जा रही है क्योंकि उसकी एक पर्टिकुलर रिलीजियस आइडेंटिटी है। इश्करन भंडारी ऑन दैट वन सेकेंड इश्करन भंडारी को, एक सेकेंड, आपने लीगल प्रोसीजर पर सवाल उठाए, इश्करन भंडारी को आने दीजिए, 1 मिनट।
Just the fact that this petition has gone through multiple rounds of litigation where bail has been rejected and it has come out on record how counsels for the accused or the accused on one reason or the other have delayed the trial. Let us not deny that. It has also come how the case was withdrawn. So many times when you know case is not going well for you in a bail application, you withdraw it because you want to take your chances some other day. So that cannot be cast as an aspersion on the prosecution if the accused decides to withdraw his petition and then to say he is not getting bail. And one more point, there's a difference in generally talking about foreign affairs of a country and specifically highlighting one particular case which is pending trial. That is foreign interference, that is foreign meddlesome, and it is important because we live in the real world where there are people who would want to put sanctions on India, where there are people who want India's economy and trade to suffer, and those are the people who want to play this narrative of he is in jail because he's a Muslim. I repeat, it is nothing different than Ahmad Shah Abdali, Gori Ghazni time, where certain people for their political benefit inside India wanted to destroy India. These are the same people.
Okay.